It don't happen. Oh, God have mercy. You see, I want to put this as an embargo. Any day I hear that an Igbo man will come out and say that Hausa man, Yoruba man, or Fulani man is his problem, whether online or offline, me and you will get better problem. Me and you, we go get better problem. I tell you the truth. Make una listen to this monkey by name Anosike, analyzing how he want his idiot fool self to go on a life imprisonment or even death sentence, because that is what they wish Simon Ekpa. Let me not waste much of your time, because you don't give me mouth to talk. In fact, my whole system is paralyzed after watching that frog that can't even pronounce a word. Let's see the clip and then we'll come back for more discussion. I beg. I am sorry if I have taken much of your time.
What do you think about this conviction? Well, for me, I will start with saying that half bread is better than none. Because I'm not really happy with that 6 years thing. 6 years to me is like what I had expected that they don't have given him a life sentence. But that is what I expected that they would have done. Give him a minimum of a life sentence.
All right, depending on your time zone and your location. And I'm going to go through the social media space where for this particular interview, and second with Teluni we watch here. One man since they finish government put away their pronounced or 6 jail term for Simon Ekpa, there has been a whole lot of speculation, a whole lot of talks about it that's been going around. And one of them is this particular video. When I'm going for this particular man in the interview, that this particular video could see that now he would have preferred a life jail, a life sentence for Simon Ekpa. So I'll leave you guys to watch the video. Settle down, watch the video. Discuss on this video. There's one particular thing in this video that will shock you. Stick to it from beginning to the end. Here. Even I saw a publication from Barrister Ifanye Ejiofor concerning Ifokuru or Simon Ekpa's jail term. He said a whole lot of things. Now in another video, I'll talk about that. We'll put on a video Ifanye Ejiofor Esquire Kuru. That particular update. So, but meanwhile, watch this video from beginning to the end. Share your thoughts and opinions on the comment section, and do well to share the video. And as always, watch the rest of the video, guys. I'll be right back.
The 40-year-old former Lati municipal councillor was convicted of participating in the activities of a terrorist organization, incitement to commit terrorist act, aggravated tax fraud, and violations of the Lawyers Act. He denied all the charges but was ordered to remain in custody. According to court findings, between August 2021 and November 2024, Ekpa used social media to push for the independence of the Biafra region in Nigeria through unlawful means. Judges ruled that he played a central role in transforming a separatist movement into a structured organization, encouraging followers to commit crimes and helping armed groups obtain weapons, explosives, and ammunition. These groups were classified as terrorist organizations. Ekpa, arrested in December 2024, faced trial over 12 sessions between May and June 2025 before the unanimous verdict was delivered by a 3-judge panel. While charges against the 4 others initially linked to the case were dropped for lack of evidence, Ekpa was found guilty of orchestrating activities that endangered both Finland and Nigeria. His conviction has drawn global attention given his controversial online influence and ties to the Biafran separatist movement. On that note, I want to say we have 2 esteemed guests here in the studio. We have Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Good to have you, James.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And joining us virtually is Chris Paul Otaibe, an international correspondent all the way from Sierra Leone. Great to have you, Mr. Chris.
Oh, thank you for having me. You can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Correct.
I want to start with Dr. Nosike here. I know he's a big follower of the story of Simon Ekpa, right from the days when he was actively encouraging and inciting young men in the southeast, and now his conviction has come into play. Dr. Nosike, what do you think about his conviction?
Well, for me, I will start with saying that half bread is better than none, because I'm not really happy with that 6 years thing. 6 years to me is like what I had expected that they don't have given him a life sentence. That is what I expected that they would have done. Give him a minimum of a life sentence, because this man committed a lot of atrocities. And I'm even disappointed that the Finnish court, we are saying that he used the social media to push for Biafra, whatever. He never did any of those things. Simon Ekpa is a scammer. Simon Ekpa is a scammer. Understand? He saw a window to make money using that name, Biafra. So he was never fighting for self-determination of Biafra. He was never fighting for independence of Biafra. He was duping people with that name, Biafra. So for me, that 6 years to me doesn't amount to anything. But what I now want the Nigerian government to do is to fight for him to be extradited to Nigeria so that he will serve that sentence in Nigeria. That is what I want the Nigerian government to do, to take advantage of this imprisonment and now write to them, this man is a Nigerian. Let him serve his, even though he's also a Finnish citizen. That's what they always criminally do. When they go over, in order that to protect themselves, they will marry a woman from there. That's to get a protection. But he was born in Nigeria. He was raised in Nigeria. The Nigerian government can write to them, bring him, send him back to Nigeria to serve his imprisonment. Understand? Because Finnish court is even is better than hotels in Nigeria.
In terms of the comfort?
Comfort.
Okay, you say he's going to enjoy comfort while being in a Finnish jail.
I say it's a Scandinavian country. Okay. Understand me? I say their prison is better than our universities.
That's an indictment.
So they should bring him down to Kuje or Kirikiri prison to serve his sentence.
That's an indictment on the state of our prison.
I'm telling you, I'm not talking about prison. Their prison yard is better than hotels in Nigeria. I'm not talking about a Finnish prison yard and Nigeria prison yard. I said their prison yard is better than good hotels in Nigeria.
Oh, so that means you're trying to tell us that our prisons are not even there. So
I said their prisons are better than our good hotels.
Wow. Okay, let me go to Mr. Chris Paul Otaibe. Taking a look at this situation, just about how many sessions judgment is being delivered. What does this say about the judicial system abroad and, of course, in Finland and that of Nigeria? Because we have a case, something similar, but let's not say similar because it has been politicized when it comes to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu here. It takes just about 12 sessions and judgment is delivered. What does this say about our system and that operates in Finland?
Well, in 12 sessions, I think within 30 days, May to June or thereabout.
Yeah.
He says a lot now. He's open. In Nigeria, that case will have gone on for maybe when Jesus Christ want to come. Maybe that's when they will even start talking about it. And then delay, adjournment. Talking technical issues on evident, manifest criminal case. So it's clear now. The difference is clear, like we normally see in Nigeria. Do you have judiciary in Nigeria? For crying out loud, do we have it? Everybody is just parading institutions. We just have empty institutions with full criminally minded Nigerians inhabiting those institutions. But then, as I always say, it's not them alone in the conspiracy against the potency and integrity of institutions in the country. They are actively supported by the West, who have this playbook of destroying your institutions. All your critical and strategic institutions, they will destroy it. So it's we don't have judiciary, I'm sorry to say. In fact, he got worse from under this guy, Tinubu, when he was going to contest from the election to this point. Right now, we don't have anything. It's crazy and it's annoying. We don't have judiciary, man. Before he came, all this delay tax, they were even trying to begin the last drop of gentleman, of nobility of the institution, integrity of the institution, was finally eroded from Tinubu's election. During Tinubu's during the 2023 elections, till date, now it's worse. Now, having said that, let me go back to a little bit of chronology here. I have always said that after Ojukwu, the Afra was, the man even said it before he left, passed on. He said Biafra is no longer an armed separate organization. It's transformed into intellectual into an intellectual realm. So Biafra was not what these boys from Wazirike to what's his name, Kanu, then to Epa. They've all been scammers. They are young men who took advantage of the gap in the system, and they do not define the Igbo man. The entrepreneurship spirit and strength, the intellectual depth of the Igbo man. These boys do not do justice to the Igbo race. Yet they had supporters even among the elites. It's wild. I'm sure you must be turning his grave. What mess did I leave behind? So I'm not surprised about Simon Ekpa. In fact, Simon Ekpa was even helping Tinubu's campaign. Yeah, either by design or by default, or I dare say by design. Because it was useful to give the perception that the East, that Peter Obi was very popular at the time, comes from, is unsettled, is destabilized, is insecure, is nothing. But the East had nothing to do with those things. They were stage managed. And EPA was used as a main actor for that purpose. So that's why when my brother here, I don't know, maybe if they do that tomorrow, because that would have been, Tinubu would have moved for his extradition right from. But
it has the handwriting of the federal government outsourcing, or I say, all of this process to the Finland judiciary, because it looks like our judiciary has failed to do the job with the case of Nnamdi Kanu. But does that show responsibility on the part of the federal government outsourcing national security matters?
No. You are saying this thing like they outsourced.
Okay, you're saying it's an independent move by the Finland government.
What an independent move by the Finnish court. I don't care what anybody tells me.
Okay.
Because in a proper, on a good day, on a normal day, Nigerian government is supposed to have been writing for the extradition of that, God knows what his name is. But they didn't do anything like the court. It served them during campaign. It served their purpose. With all those stupid things they were carrying on during election, killing people, raising armies that didn't have identification. They were just classifying them, this one, that one. But these were terrorists. Paid, sponsored, funded by politicians here. Because they needed to destabilize the Southeast to reduce Peter Obi's credibility or whatever potency of his candidacy. And EPA was the one they were using. Let's not forget this history. That's why I'm not surprised. Now that the Finnish court has sentenced the whatever his name is to 6 years, which of course like it's slap in the wrist, on the wrist rather. Tinubu should have moved. That what Tinubu moved for what now? The boy served him well. Served him well. Well.
So you're saying it's more like a covert operation? Or the federal government involved?
Operation. It was a covert operation. Everybody who knows now that was used. Kanu was, of course, had been dealt with by Buhari. One way or another. No, maybe, that one was, I want to even believe that one had a little bit of ethnic sentiment connected to that. The guy just hated the gods of Igbos. So let's say this thing the way they are. EPA will be released 6 years after and he will be living his life. But I promise you, and every Nigerian listening to me, thank God, the powers, the Western power that brought Tinubu and all this mess that brought it onto us, they are declining globally. So Trump now is America, they are fighting for their own life, the decline of their empire. They were the ones who foisted this mess upon our lives. So let God get rid of them, and then God will now open the space for Nigerians to take their proper place in the world by dealing with their issues by themselves, by God's grace.
Okay,
thank you.
Mr. Chris, you've just made some very, very damning revelations, and I want to say, maybe those are your views, definitely. But John Osike, there's something that people are not talking about. Simon Ekpa had followers, still has followers, who believe in hook, line, and sinker, who will never accept that he's a tool by the federal government, who will never accept or see him as a fraud. Most people still see him as a messiah. And as we are speaking right now, we still have a lot of people who are not happy that he's being jailed and are still following him, whether he's going wrong or whatever way. So what happens to these people who are massively online, who are from the Southeast, who are still being used as tools, as unknown gunmen?
Are you sure that they are from the Southeast? Well, you asked my friend Chris 2 questions.
Yes.
You say what the difference between the Finnish court and the
judiciary here in Nigeria.
Judiciary. It's like there's a wall of difference. One, before they arrest you abroad, they have monitored you, they have followed you, they have done all their investigations before arresting you. So before you arrested, they have complete evidence against you. But in Nigeria, police will first of all arrest you before asking you, what did you do? Understand me? Nigeria police will arrest you, now begin to ask you, what did you do? Maybe somebody wrote a petition, they'll go and pick you up before now asking you, what did you do? So your investigation in Nigeria, investigation starts after you have been arrested. But over there, arrest is after they have done their secret investigation. So that's why immediately you are arrested. Within 1, 2, 3 months, the case is over. Understand? Here in Nigeria, let me use Ibori as an example. Here in Nigeria, they gave Ibori more than 100 count charges. He was discharged in all of them. In Britain, he was given only 2 charges. He needed a guilty because he saw the evidence. Even the judge told Ibori, plead guilty so that your sentence will be minimal. Don't waste the time of court. Because investigation has already been concluded from Dubai to UK. So that is the difference. That's why you cannot waste the time of court abroad. Understand me? That is the reason why you cannot waste the time of court abroad. And again, for what Chris said about, for me, I believe no matter what anybody thinks, Biafra is a state of mind. Biafra is not a geographical space. Biafra is can-do spirit of a people. That spirit of squeezing milk from stone. That's what Biafra is.
So I've given him a life sentence. He wrote here, Nigerian man. No, Igbo man blows hot. What then will be Kanu's fate after Mazi Simon Ekpa's ordeal? That is the question we need to ask now, because if this person can go to Voice of the People radio or television, whatever you may choose to call it, to yarn this Ekpata, my brother, we are finished. And this idiot now will be claiming that he's an Igbo man. You see why I say that? It seems like our gene now have been infiltrated by blood of cows, blood of goats, and blood of buffaloes. That is what we keep on having in that Biafran territory. Somebody like this idiot called Anosike, I don't care about his age. He is a very stupid ignoramus. Imagine this guy find himself in the seat of power. This guy is the kind of Uzodimma who will collect money from Fulanis and then begin to buy his own people. If you are in a public domain, a public service, making this kind of unguided statement, let me ask, what then will befall Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Look at the 2 people they brought to their station. That was why I said, that was why I myself boycotted that idiot station called VOP. Look at the 2 idiots they brought to their station to analyze Igbo problem. One is a Fulani Igbo. Another one is a Yoruba bastard. Saying after Ojukwu that every other person, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a scammer, is a criminal. Bringing an enemy to analyze the case of people they hated so much. And the world is watching. If you are, as a Biafran, you are still watching this VOP, I am not going to their channel. If not because of this our brother Prince JT, I wouldn't have bring this news because I have seen it on their page already. When I first saw the news, my brother, I feel like biting myself. I would have bring this news since early in the morning, early pie. But my mind couldn't allow me to do so. I did not even watch the video more than 5 seconds. When I see this one that is vomiting spit, claiming that Simon Ekpa would have gotten. I have been watching this monkey. I am following him on his social media handle. I never see where he condemned Fulani killers. I never see where he condemned Bello Tunji. I never see where he even one day said the insecurity in this country is getting out of hand. This idiot never say it. Every time they invite this idiot to come and talk about issue of Biafra, issue of Simon Ekpa, issue of Southeast, this idiot called Paul Anosike will vomit nonsense. When you talk now, they say, you are threatening somebody, you are threatening somebody. If you cannot defend your people, then shut up your mouth. Shut that gutter you call mouth. Peter Anosike, let this message get to you. I'll make sure I tag you. If you cannot defend your people, if you cannot speak anything good about your people, then shut that gutter you call your mouth. These are the kind of people, tomorrow now they say, old age comes with wisdom. Forgetting that even fools grow old as well. If a fool like this can come out on the social media and begin to make this kind of organic statement, look at that stupid Yoruba man. That everyone is a criminal. This one is this one is. He even called the Biafran armies the terrorists. That they are bearing arms. Then Amotoku is innocent. Sunday Igboho, who catalog of arms. What they say arms was discovered in his home on the day of arrest. The same idiot did not even agitate for extradition from Benin, where he was being captured when he was about to leave the country. You can imagine the kind of idiots we keep on having in radio stations, because they will go and bring the worst of it. This kind of people will never bring somebody like Nemeko Obiarere to come and speak on this kind of issue. They will never. Because they know that those guys are the ones who keep on defending the Igbo land. What they will do is to go to and look for the failed ones and give them small peanuts. Let them come and degrade the Igbos, and they keep on doing it. You can imagine this. My brothers can go and get with this road. Personally, my heart is heavy. Hope Uzodinma have come out on many occasions that the killings that is happening in Imo State is an imported violence by political gladiators, or whatever you say, political leaders in that state. That it have nothing to do with IPOB or anybody, or autopilot or manual pilot. Yoruba media still went ahead to bring one idiot to come and degrade the Igbos, and he quietly do it. Because of little penny, little peanut they pay to him, he decided to become a thorn on the flesh of his own people. I swear, my brothers. If this one does not touch you, then I wonder what will touch you. I'm not a spokesperson for EPA. And whatever has happened to EPA today is a step ahead in where we are going. When they begin to imprison your freedom fighters, the leaders in your freedom fighting movement, they know it that your freedom is very, very close. If they leave you to be wondering, the world will not hear about you. Every media houses across Europe now have that case file of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every media house have case file of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every offices have case file of Mazi Simon Ekpa. This guy have been imprisoned because he was championing for the redemption of his own people. Every government in the whole of the Europe have the case file of Simon Ekpa. It is a step ahead towards where we are going. If Mandela did not go to prison, South Africa today will never be liberated. Today, they will still be on the shackles of whites. Despite the fact that I know that whites have upper hand. But, they wouldn't have been producing a black president in South Africa, if not for the sake of Mandela. But some idiots who don't know anything about struggle, who don't know anything about movement, are busy out there waggling their mouth. Like when you go to any of their tribe now, you cannot find ex-convict who from ex-convict have become a president, governor, or whatever. All the whole governors in the whole taxi state, including Abuja, in Nigeria, they are all thieves and criminals. Most of them is ex-convicts. Most of them have spent years in Kuje and Kirikiri prison. But today, they are being celebrated. Then when an innocent man or innocent boy are being imprisoned for his own personal ideology, then it becomes a national issue that everybody will be celebrating. But the people that are supposed to be behind the bars for years are the ones making laws for them, that even them that make the laws don't even abide by that same law. Now, you see that country called Nigeria is irredeemable. That country is irredeemable. Anybody telling you anything else apart from what I'm telling you now, that person is lying to you. That country is irredeemable because even the so-called Nigerians, I'm not talking about Nigeria as a country, the so-called Nigerians are the most daft people you can ever imagine on this planet Earth. The most daft, the most stupid, the most callous, in fact, the docility of them makes the old ones to rule them and then call them lazy youths. You can imagine that. Let me know what's much of your time. I could have said, let me go to the comment section but if you go to the comment section of this video, my brother, you will shed tears. Even some people are even supporting that Anosike. And they're bearing Igbo name, whether they are Igbos or they're not Igbos. So, even for the fact you are supporting that guy for what he's saying, that means you are comfortable with the failing country that Canadian government have concluded that this country is a terrorist organization. And you are happy about it. Say, Ekpa is a criminal. Ekpa is a scammer. If they call that monkey that look like frog, come, provide evidence what Ekpa have stolen from you. He will not. Provide us a single dose, only one, not two. One evidence of what Ekpa have stolen from you or what have scammed from you. He will not. But Ekpa is a criminal with a mouth like a pig. Anyway, my people, I beg, make I not talk too much because if I don't use some derogatory words on this my video. I beg, more forgive me, both YouTube and whoever that will care about the words I use. Please, it's out of anger. Not gonna forgive me, But I really mean what I say, though. But not gonna forgive me. I will not do that next time, If you get this video, please help me to circulate it. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Now here I go take back break, and I go have my first again when I come back. Give me some.